All right, let's check out this video from Decoy Voice. It says they just started blasting. All right, let's see what he has to say. Fellow Asian man. Well, I hope he's Asian. Hope I'm just not racist looking or racist sounding. But he looks Asian to me, okay?
What you saw in Los Angeles yesterday wasn't rioting and destruction, so stop trusting your eyes and just listen to the experts. As CNN shows you vehicles burning.
Peaceful protests, people that are there to protest.
Oh my God, here we go again. Fiery, but mostly peaceful. Let's go and bring that up. Fiery, but mostly peaceful. You guys remember this from the guys remember this from what's it called again? The Summer of Love during the George Floyd Wyatt's fiery but mostly peaceful protests after police shooting while cars and buildings are burning behind him. That's wild, man. That's insane. And of course it comes from CNN, right? You are racist looking, just like the rest of the racists. They all look alike. That's what Chris Tucker said. I look alike.
MSNBC watches them skirmish with the feds.
These are peaceful people that want to get their message across.
Peaceful people with message getting across. The irony of this is insane. The fact that you have like smokes, glass shattering, freaking rubble on the ground, cars burning, and it is peaceful protesting.
They brought signs, they're out with families in some places.
And even controlled opposition, Fox News says,
there were no problems.
There were no problems.
At one point, somebody did throw a Molotov cocktail.
There are no problems. But one time we almost died. Look at it. Look at that image right there. The one with the donuts, Dale's Donuts. If that's not a straight out of Compton alternate cover, I don't know what is. I don't know what is.
the mostly peaceful people that cause no problems other than throwing a Molotov is the official narrative that they want to run, or to avoid President Trump's National Guard coming in and finally exposing who is actually organizing and funding these protests in Los Angeles, as this story is going to vindicate a lot of tinfoil hat theories. As sure, there were a few peaceful protesters. I can count about 5 right here. But into the evening, the rioters at best set buildings on fire, then broke apart their own side.
See, this is what they do. They bring hammers so they can actually like break, like sledgehammers or weapons, and so they can break down the pavement and concrete and use them as ammo. This is basically an ammo cache or ammo crate in Call of Duty, and they're basically, hey man, the ammo crate just dropped. Go ahead and grab your ammo and throw them at the cops.
Walks to make concrete projectiles, and as Fox News pointed out, they made improvised incendiary devices that masked men in hoods threw at the local coppers, as they were pretty much defenseless, even getting their windows smashed in.
Yep, see, there it is. See, you just saw a brick, okay? You just saw, look, watch it here. Watch, this guy throws a brick right here. Boom, see, that lady throws a brick and basically smashes out the back of the cop car. If that's not assault with a deadly weapon, I don't know what is. Like I said, I have my brother-in-law, he's in law enforcement, and I reached out earlier today asking him if the police can return with deadly force if they're throwing bricks and rocks and glass bottles. And he says yes, it's because that's actually assault with deadly force. But California will completely like ruin those cops' lives, is because the first thing they want the cops to do is to de-escalate. But how can you de-escalate if your literal lives are in danger by these protesters or these rioters or these, angry mobs that are literally trying to like burn your car? And if you guys don't know, these cop cars are paid by taxes and paid by this. So taxpayer money goes into these cop cars. It's about $150,000 to $200,000 for a to basically a full on decked out squad car. So one of these that has the Crown Vic or any of those new Dodge Chargers, with all the gear and material inside, with the engine and everything, and all the firearms and all the computers that's inside. Whenever you burn one down or you destroy one, that's $150,000 of your tax money. And during the George Floyd riots, the George Floyd riots, there were like dozens of these that were torched. I believe yesterday, a couple of days ago, I saw several of them that were torched. So you're basically seeing millions of dollars that you are burning down. How stupid is that?
So many peaceful people protesting peacefully, causing no problems. It's incredibly confusing why President Trump would need to deploy the National Guard. As why would they need to protect the feds getting attacked in the ICE building from these peaceful people? But it was satisfying to see them finally open up and start blasting.
They're coming out.
Yes! Get fucked, bitches! Fuck them up! Fuck them! Fuck their asses! Let's go! Let's go! And it'll be so funny if they freeze some of them. It'll be so funny if they froze some of them, is because imagine going to a paintballing with your friends, and then motherfuckers freeze the paintballs and you get a fucking bloody welt. Sonic weapons, that'd be great. Sonic weapons, fucking water cannons will be really good. Yeah.
As most of them had their hands up, but some were still throwing projectiles back.
Why would you throw bottles? You don't think you're gonna get shot?
These idiots actually see themselves as revolutionary freedom fighters.
I think they do. I think they're like, yo, S.A. Holmes, what we're gonna do is we're gonna, go against ICE and the fucking 5-0, eh? We're gonna go against them. And then we're gonna be, Viva la Revolutions. Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Dude. Yeah. Dodgers, Lakers, Dodgers. They think they're fighting like Hitler or something like that. These people literally think they're fighting Hitler. Hey, if you're gonna keep saying Trump is worse than Hitler for the past decade, some idiots might believe it.
But they're really just live-action role-playing, as the police are basically
operating
as a daycare for the EBT tribes, because they pretend they want to fight, and nobody wants this, including me. But if LAPD actually wanted to win, this riot would end before the first Live magazine was emptied, as they're having fun waving all the flags of all the countries they demand.
All the countries but the United States. Look at the optics. It's so bad. And you're also flying. Is that the Iran flag? But we know for sure that is the Palestine flag.
And they not live in, with the most harmless individuals showing up with their selfie stick to antagonize the feds.
Is that a Karen? That's a fat Karen, isn't it? What is she wearing? Is she wearing like a parachute or something? That's a fat Karen.
Feds.
The governor did not make you come here. Stop helping fascists.
And Karens really, really ruin everything, don't they? These fat Karens really, really ruin everything, huh? This is wild, bro. Absolutely wild, right? And a lot of people are going to say, oh, you don't understand. You don't understand. You should do more. You're so uneducated, China boy. You're so uneducated, ching chong ding dong. You should read up on ICE. I'm like, well, here's the thing. If you've been here for 20 years, let's say I'm giving you the benefit of that. You've been here for 20 years, but you have not basically chosen a path to get your citizenship. You deserve to be deported. If you're here illegally, you deserve to be deported. What happens if you have anchor babies here, which is a massive loophole? And if this was in a video game, it would be patched day one. All right? If you have an anchor baby, deport all of them. Deport all of them. Just like Tom Homan said, deport all of them. I will do it with, You know what? Sign me up. I will do it with Tom Homan for free.
Walk off the job now! What the are you doing?
And people that look like this demanding a fight.
We will fight and fight and fight.
This is probably the first black guy I've seen actually at these ICE protests. Who are you gonna fight? This guy is skinny as fuck. This guy's a toothpick. Who are you fighting?
They can tear gas and they'll still come out here today.
With dudes in bedazzled hoodies that read FTP firing off fireworks at the police.
That's
And
assault
well
with a
into the
deadly
next
weapon right
day,
there.
These cosplay revolutionaries are throwing rocks at
LARPing.
the cops.
You guys are
These
LARPing.
types are only emboldened to do so when they know to a certainty the police are only using paintballs.
Yep, basically mace, pepper balls, paintballs, and flashbangs. They can't really do too much because this is the best way for them to de-escalate. Now here's the thing. If they don't de-escalate and let's say they shot and killed someone, they'll be full on George Floyd riots all over again. But the good thing is that a lot of these riots, they're isolated into the big metropolitan cities like LA, Austin, Dallas, or whatever, right? I heard people tried to do it in Tampa, Florida, and I believe it got shut down if I'm not mistaken. Juicy sommelier?
So at what point in time does this go from idiots organizing online to destroy their own city because they know their local police aren't treating them like a foreign military, and this actually being foreign actors attacking US cities, as they were actually locking down blocks with foreign actors attacking US cities, as they were—
Is that chicken wire? Why would you get, first of all, chicken wire is like the most flimsiest metal. Like my turtle, I have a tortoise. My tortoise broke out of his enclosure that was enclosed with enclosed him in with chicken wire. My tortoise cut his shell, cut open one of them. You think that a car is just not gonna freaking run through that? Holy crap, bro.
We're actually locking down blocks with chicken wire, moving behind burning refrigerators to make makeshift barricades, launching attacks at police and defilade, and even utilizing their combat dinner plates to shatter on their MRAPs.
Dinner plates? Yo! I bought this from
Shining
IKEA!
lasers into the eyes of helicopter pilots.
You see the airship fly right.
Yeah, so those lasers are actually like, it can actually blind someone with just an assault with a deadly weapon.
Time, the gloves should come off, as they ceased being peaceful people a long time ago. And it's truly sad that we're under attack.
And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, actually, a laser pointer is not assault with a deadly weapon. Well, here's the thing. Can it cause harm or bodily, can it cause pain or bodily injury? Yeah, your eye is a part of your body. So that means that if you get blinded, that is an assault with a deadly weapon. Therefore, see you know how much cops can actually restraint, you know? Tell us more about the tortoise. The tortoise was gone for a day, and then my neighbor found him, and then we got him back.
In our own country, but the majority of people wouldn't know about any of this if it wasn't for some weird YouTube channel
go on, Carlos
called
Lima.
Decoy Voice, as the corporate mainstream media is straight up ignoring all these fiery but mostly peaceful protests, and like clockwork, the looting has begun.
Yep. And it's funny that like most of the lootings are done by a specific group of people. Criminals. What do you think I was going to say? It was done by criminals.
Has been destroyed. Interesting how the Democrats will bend over backwards for foreign gang members and traffickers, but for foreign business owners, crickets. Now I know you're sitting at home concerned if they're looting the local liquor stores or the library safe, but apparently the BLM riots taught us
without opening her mouth. Those are some nice boobs.
Why they don't touch bookstores.
Why do you think bookstores were never looted and robbed during BLM riots?
Because black people, we enjoy education.
Do you know what's also not robbed during BLM riots? Sunscreen. Do you know what's not locked behind glass containers and windowed shelving and cages? Sunscreen.
Oh, they weren't.
They weren't. That's the point. Why would we loot bookstores?
Why would you loot designer stores?
No.
Oh man! Because you uneducated swine. She does have some nice nice boobies, big boobies.
Who would have known only stealing TVs and sneakers was such a noble cause, as scumbags will always see unrest in the streets and use it as an opportunity to make money for themselves. But with this particular protest, anybody might be able to cash in 5 figures. As
That's
remember
true.
yesterday,
Yeah, that guy got caught.
idiot throwing rocks
That
at
guy got
cop
caught.
cars, where the FBI's deputy director singled him out, specifically looking for him. So it wasn't long before additional footage of that
There it
individual was
is.
found. And
Thanks for the follow, my ninja. I just saw that. Oh man.
now, the feds are offering a $50,000 reward for finding him, providing several other images
There
from
it
various parts of
is.
the protest. As a stranger wouldn't necessarily be able to identify him, but maybe a workplace enemy, a spurned ex-girlfriend or boyfriend, or basically anybody that knows him in real life is going to be able to identify him, especially when you can earn $50K.
50,000 is 50,000.
Of 166,666 chicken McNuggets.
Pretty good. That's a lot of nuggies.
I may not be a math Asian, but I'm basically Rain Man when it comes to eating fat.
Good,
But we
Mars
may be
Monkey
too
Max.
late,
He was
as
caught in the
internet
strip
genius
club?
Tony Saruga is on the case, finding additional footage of him, identifying 5 of these attackers.
Oh,
mobile
damn.
devices,
Tony really
and
wants the
providing
money.
them to the authorities. But also, discovering the guy waving the Mexican flag is actually likely from Venezuela, where he's been at Antifa, BLM, Palpatine, and 3 Kamala Harris rallies.
Wait, what? Wait, okay. Palestine is. He said Palpatine. I was like, what does Palpatine have to do with this? What, somehow Palpatine's returned? Sorry.
Residing nightly at
Sorry.
a $2 million home, and could possibly be getting funding from various NGOs that receive money from USAID, which coincides with another internet genius and data Republican finding similar things about the protests, where she says the signs may actually point us to who is organizing these protests.
Ooh, who is
But
it?
We don't need any of that.
Is it just giant torta here? Is this fighting words? LA councilwoman calls to escalate anti-ICE fight. Eunices Hernandez, this torta member, torta council member.
That, as LA City Council members just openly admitted now.
They know how quickly we mobilize. That's why they're changing tactics. Because community defense works, and our resistance has slowed them down before. And if they're escalating their tactics,
Because YouTube
then so are
bots
we.
flagged
even
the
with mountains of
Palpatine
evidence
word.
and some self-incrimination, you can never be too certain. But what we do know for sure is as the riots are occurring, the left-wing media is pretending they aren't, and the Democrat politicians are desperate to keep the feds away. As Los Angeles
She's a
Mayor
gordita?
Karen Bass went on TV
Well, she ain't no
to say the
chalupa,
feds
I'll
are
tell you
causing
that.
the chaos.
is ICE initiated enforcement actions on several workplaces, and that created a sense of chaos and outrage and fear.
Mayor
and terror
Ass
because
reacts to
people are
clashes
very
with
worried.
protesters.
With her LAPD releasing a statement
Did she
saying
sue left?
the
That's a different fat
demonstrations
lady.
across Los Angeles remain peaceful.
Yo,
We
Beardo, thank you so
appreciate
much for the raid, man. Thank you, thank
cooperation
you.
of the organizers and
Thank you.
participants to
Yo, thank you,
ensure
thank you so much. Thank you so much,
public
Beardo. I hope you had a
safety.
great
These
stream,
are
man.
all bold-faced lies,
Thank you.
top to bottom. But why would they openly destroy all of their own credibility unless it was to protect
Jabba the
something
Pizza Hut,
much
true.
more nefarious? As even Democrat senators from other states are perpetuating these lies.
We see peaceful protests launched.
There we go again. It's all about optics. It's all about looking good. It's peaceful. Once they keep saying peaceful protester, peaceful, 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 everyone else is going to mirror. It's if I'm going to shit on the Democrats, I'm going to give them one positive thing. I'm going to give them one positive thing, okay? If I'm going to shit on the Democrats, I will at least give them one positive thing. Whether you like them or not, the Democrats are very unified. The Democrats, the liberals, the leftists, they are very, very unified. And I think that's the weakness of the conservative and Republican group, Republican Party, is because they're not unified when it comes to stuff. They have a lot of interfighting. They fight against amongst each other. While the leftists and the Democrats, they are very, very unified. And no matter what, they will come together, even though they hate each other, to basically get what they want, right? But yeah, Cory Booker, yeah, Cory Booker's a dumbass. Yes. What's going on? Shout out, Sasuke sisters. Is this riot close to me? No, it's about like 90 miles, 95 miles away.
Launching in Los
Is
Angeles.
it all hive mind? Yep.
Congresswoman, also from other states.
How is this corpse still alive?
Coming in to say the same.
There is no danger, there is no violence. The President of the United States hates Los Angeles because we're a sanctuary city.
But good thing the National Guard showed up anyways. And when Congresswoman Waters attempted to barge in, they slammed the door in her face.
Excuse me, I need to get in. Contact our public appearance. I need to get in.
I need to get in. Oh man, you can't do this to me. I'm a black woman. I'm Maxine Waters. How dare you? Don't let me in. Black Lives Matter. You gotta get in the face. You gotta get in the face in the streets. Oh my god, this is so funny. So funny. Oh, what a dumb bitch. Oh man, how does it feel? Does it feel to be back in the bus again? How does it feel to be back in the bus?
I love how all these Democrats call Trump a dictator. The man that even won the popular vote against the Democrats with only a 20% approval rating.
Phil was smashed Maxine Waters. I need to see how big her tits are.
And then they have
her
the
ass.
audacity to think their
Then I'll
wishes
decide.
supersede the desires of the American people, as we all want to restore order in our cities. And if it takes deploying the military, then that's what it takes. As they began airdropping in supplies.
There it
finally
is.
Pushing back on the mobs.
There it is.
And I don't want to alarm you, but the rioters likely
The Karen again. The fat Karen.
funded by Act Blue have activated Blue Godzilla.
It makes so much sense why they actually started protesting in Little Tokyo now. Guys, you guys. It makes so much sense why Blue Godzilla, like, hear me out. The Mexicans like, yo, Holmes, we gotta go to the LAPD. We gotta go to the 5-0. And then Blue Godzilla's like, no, we gotta go to Little Tokyo. Little Tokyo's where is that? And it's like, what? What, Holmes? Why do we got to go to Little Tokyo, eh? There's nothing there. There's no crimes there, man. The police aren't there. He's like, no, there's what's it called again? I saw a MAGA hat in Little Tokyo, and Blue Godzilla needs to go and destroy Little Tokyo because of the MAGA hat. We gotta go. So stupid. Sorry. Fagzilla, true.
And all jokes aside, as of recording this video, the rioters have blocked the 101 freeway, stopping midday traffic in both directions.
Yep,
so
Hassan Piker was there too.
As it's only going to get spicier from here.
Hassanabi Piker was there too.
On social media all day when you have my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality. So subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Phil, you just got a shout out on D-Day Cobra. He spotted you
guys?
being.
Welcome back to News.
Hey, stop!
Protest.
Okay. Phil, just you guys got a shout out on D-Day Cobra. He spotted you being a police officer in LA just now. Yeah, thank you. Let Jeremy know I thank him. Okay, hear me out. If they have long boobs, they can throw them over the shoulder and see how far. Oh my god, man. Maxine, the power bottom waters. When Maxine was on top, she waters. Oh my god, man. Does she squirt? Is she like Cythera? Who knows? All right, but that's a good video. It's a good video from Decoy Voice. I'm not sure where he lives. I'm not sure if he's here in LA. But there's the link. Go ahead and give it a like. If you guys want, go ahead and check it out. Give it a like. But yeah, this is the mostly peaceful protest. All right. Remember, this is the mostly peaceful protest that we're seeing here. Right. Look at that guy. Ay, my culo is on fire. Oh, it's the fuegos de culo. Right. And it's this guy looks like he burnt his asshole. He moved to Texas a little bit ago. Okay. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. But yeah, it's this is crazy. Like the riots has been happening. It's not a peaceful protest. Like I said, are there actual peaceful protests in LA? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are, but most of it sometimes ends up like this, especially yesterday. Several of the Waymo cars were torched and several of them exploded. And then they started throwing bricks and glass bottles and rocks down at the police when they're down in the 110 freeway on San Pedro and Pasadena. But yeah, man, the Iron Man 2 donut, I think that one is Randy's donut, not Dale's donuts, if I'm not mistaken, right? Iron Man donut. Yeah, that one is Randy's donut. That one is also in LA though. That one is also in LA. But yeah, man, this is a good video. This is a good video.